it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get your self-esteem. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Jamie Collins.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Evans. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
A gain of 9.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Shaquem.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
24 is the mark. Let's go.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 41, Brady. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. 22 yards there, a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Set them back 5. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
24 is the mic. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Check it. 24 is the mic. Got to do better.
On play action, now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 1st down, Brady. Flush to his right. Now he'll let... Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Safety's creeping. Check. 72. Check. No. Let's go on. No, 66. Check it. Reload.
On second down, it's Ingram. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
24's the mark. Regular. 24's the mark. Focus, defense, focus. 24's the mark. Yo.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
On downs.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Jets nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 32 on the play.
1st down, New York.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The 15-yard line.
Check, 55, come on. Go 50. 55, come on.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Brady will try again on second down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Right here. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check. Let me too.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Jets nothing.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check three, check three. Check it. Switch. He's coming.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram, and even 60 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. 3 bucks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Henry Ruggs.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 47.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Check 50, check 50.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense
got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
LaShawn McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Motion. Check 4. Chugger.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And again, it's Ingram. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mark Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 35, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. This pass finds its way to Williams.
The first
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
Pass on second.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the
A
drive.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, New York.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, 29. Alpha. Check. Alpha. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, check it. Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. It's complete. James White. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Patriots 42, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
First down pass.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Patriots get the football back.
Check 43. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, check it. Check the...
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Brady to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this offense is running away with this one.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
TJ Watt there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
first and goal at the 6-yard line.
Watch alert. Watch a slant.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lops.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked by Julian Love. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
Ingram again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Brings up 2nd and 10. at the 41-yard line.
On second down now, it's Ingram, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
63.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL